Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Carvin, and this is Rantin' Randy's Rant for the 18th of January, 2020. We'll kind of hold off. Hello, Brian. Glad you made it, buddy. Uh, how's the mic sound? Is it sounding good? I still haven't figured out whether uh, the onboard camera and microphone are still working along with this one. I found it doesn't do any good to go out and reset Facebook when I'm not doing a rant. Uh, the way I'm hooked up right now, I'm not able to see anything but a little graph of the equalizer. All right. Thank you, Brian. Thanks. Uh, let's get down again. Donnie loves screwing up people. In this case, what he's done is he changes Michelle Obama's lunch meal in schools and decides he wants more burgers and hamburgers and pizza. I guess Donnie likes having a healthy meal. Uh, who needs vegetables anyway? And that was due to Sonny Perdue is claiming too much waste, and this gives more choices for students. And what the hell are they going to choose? They're going to choose the burgers and the fries and the pizza over eating vegetables. That's a no-brainer. But if you learn a child's health right from the get-go, uh, that's how you hold the poor down where they're at. They're not getting the nutritious meals that they did by getting vegetables. Hello, Bonnie. Um, so, in that, in a way, he's dumbing down the students. He'll make them all overweight, and the education system is under a dictator will be a lot different history wise than we got. The largest problem with Donnie or their president is he doesn't have morals, he doesn't have values, he's a narcissist. Uh, he has no empathy. I think I already said that. But that's why he believes that he doesn't have to do things. You should believe him over anything else. To hell with the Constitution. That's for other people. The president has now become a dictator or a monarch, and he doesn't have to follow the Constitution of the United States. Well, I got news for you. It's not working well for you. And he has been quoted by saying, if the enemies torture and maim, uh, we should do the same. Yeah, Donnie, you're talking about countries with dictators, countries like Russia, who jails any political opponent. How's that any different than what you thought you were going to do? Both with Hillary and now with Biden? Uh-huh. Uh, oh, I forgot to bang in the session as usual. It doesn't take long talking about Donnie. I had to grab Donnie over there and beat the hell out of him. African Americans, 90% disapprove of Trump's job performance. 83% say he's a racist. And, he's going to get the African American votes. Oh, don't you know it? Now we find out that Devin Nunes now remembers that, yeah, he had a phone call with him. And it turns out his aide had quite a few phone calls because Devin Nunes was in the loop too. Shit, it's leading everywhere. Lev Parnas is connected to all Donnie's plans to pressure Ukraine, and he's been all over the area going back to George W. Bush's or H.W. Bush, his funeral. Lev Parnes and Rudy Giuliani attended together. That's what I want to do. I want to point out a lot of things in these stories that I don't know why it is. I remember it. I'm sure uh, media remembers it too. Let's see. And of course, I had to talk a little about former New York Congressman Chris Collins, the first Trump endorser, was sentenced Friday to 26 months in federal prison for his role in illegal insider trading scheme. That's the first endorser he had. He's now going to jail. Trump's second endorsement was, let's see, I got it. Duncan Hunter, GOP. He's now in a big, has resigned after corruption conviction. Oh, yeah, for hunting corruption, there sure was a lot that turned out in your administration right from the get go because they said, all right, we got the right man in there. We can do whatever in the hell we want. Donnie hunting corruption and should be looking for him in his endorsement. He surrounds himself with a corrupt party and all these dirty characters. If you want to even go there, we'll go there with what about his legal team? That's the biggest joke that I've heard. And uh, just in, I think it was on NBC World News tonight. And Pam Bondi didn't cover for him. And I guess she thought she was. But what she was saying that, Lev had been around for a long time. Yeah, I guess so. Run into you more than once, huh, Pam Bondi? Oh, it's getting so ridiculous that really sometimes I don't know if I can hold it together, but Donnie, damn him, that helps me. It helps me get out a lot of the tension that I feel. Although I am optimistic, how many things came out from Lev Parnes in the last few days, plus the GAO has said that he broke the law. You cannot go by and in run around Congress to do what you did, holding up military aid to Ukraine. And now it's starting to catch up with him. Of course, Republicans, well, it wasn't that bad. No, it was a 1974 law and an agency set up to oversee policies and congressional aid to different countries. That was after Nixon. That's why it was put in place to keep presidents in line as far as breaking the law. But Donnie's above the law. He doesn't have to obey that crap. Still calling it a hoax, a witch hunt. Well, boy, you had a lot of witches and warlocks on your side. Oh, get a few more. All right. Hello, Rick. How you doing? Hey, Sue. Let's see. See what everybody's saying. All right, yeah. Get to know each other. You all already know each other. But like usual, I need you to go down and like, and then go down and share. We got to get this shit out. The most important thing I think is going to turn out to be we have to vote blue no matter who, or otherwise we're going to have a dictator in the White House, full blown, cleared by the Senate to do anything he wants to do, including uh, keeping people here that might want to leave. That's what's scary about the wall. We don't want the damn wall. It's all for his vanity and to please the bigots and the racists in this country right now because they are making a comeback big time. Oh, shit. Going to do a shorter one. I kind of need a break from it. And of course, I've got to review all my information. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? All right. And we must keep calling them. It's got to be a fair trial. There has to be witnesses. Those Republicans that are sitting on the fence better come over to the right side. This would look like a kangaroo court if you just clear the man and don't question witnesses. Call Hunter Biden. I don't give a shit. He doesn't have any knowledge of what Donnie was doing with Giuliani, Parnez, and all these people over in Ukraine. What the hell did Hunter do in it? He wouldn't have any knowledge, even if questioned. You're going to make Hunter and Joe responsible for the dirty shit you were doing with Russia? I don't think so. All right. I'm again giving my P.O. box. I'm also available through Randall Curvin, the account name for PayPal, me, account name Randall Curvin, and I'll put in my email address. That's the link to go there. All right. And if you feel that I keep you informed and entertained, this keeps me out here. It helps us pay some of the bills and get things done so we can stay on the right track. I see I put a card way up high and one under Elvis. I'm going to be moving those. I keep all that stuff. Going to dedicate a drawer to it because I like the relationship with. And again, I am a Blue Dot family member, and what I do is free. It's just I could use your help in our struggle to make sure that we are the guardians of liberty and get us through this time. We can get through this. We have got a big job ahead. We got to get the vote out and make it bigger than 2018. Take back the House, the Senate, and the presidency. So remember, vote blue no matter who. All right, I will let you go at that point. I will remind you can follow me on Twitter, Liker, and MeWe. It seems I'm still learning things about each of those too. So I will see you on my Monday thing. Facebook on Monday. Whew, I can tell when it's the end of the week, folks. All right, I'll leave you with peace, resist, persist, and keep calling Congress and tell them what we want. And hopefully, we won't have to, during this trial, carry it to the streets of Washington, D.C. They are going to have a fair trial. And I will see you soon. Love you, Blue Dot family. And I love being an American. And Donnie is not going to change that for us. We will win in the end. Share this shit, get it out there. See you soon. Have a good evening. Kind of kick back and relax, and we'll think about business next week. Thank you. Bye bye.